yes, the legendary Prussia. Always 10 minutes late. For shame. For shame. Well, we will see how this goes. I feel like I'm not sitting close enough. Not quite close enough for what I'm trying to do here. Let me see. Let me see. Hola. No hay nada como el Luden. Hello. Guten Tag. Oh yes, this is Kath. Kath, meet Kath. Kath from, was it Spain or Mexico? I think it was Mexico, right? And Kath from Germany. Halima. Spain. My bad, Spain. Okay, are y'all are y'all ready to get this definitely not educational course on airport security? This is either my best idea or my worst idea, and we're gonna find out together. So, I should have planned out the scenario better. But basically, I'm just going to pat y'all down until you comply. Comply. Anywho, let me double check. I got my bottle. 2 bottles actually. I've got my ear cupping. Where was my 5-6? Yeah, we got that. We got the body scan. It's a little tight in there. We've got the swab test. I'll get to your question in just a moment. Okay, we got our, we already did the liquids. We have our checked baggage. By the way, I don't think it's a good idea to put your laptop under the plane. Even if you're certain the company's going to pay for it if it gets broken, I don't think it's a good idea to put it in your checked baggage, because this is what happens to your laptop in the checked baggage. Get baggage, get baggage, get baggage. Get baggage, get baggage. Okay. Well, let's do the role play first. And, oh, yes, I was going to answer the questions. I feel like I'm peeking with this one. Hold on. Let me slide that down just a little bit. Actually, why don't I? Where is it? 5-6. Let's roll that back just a hair. Roll that back just a hair. Let's try that. Your neighbor likes to punch laptops? Or beat up people? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dios mío. España. Anyway. So my speaking mics are AKG 420s. These speaking mics are not used by, I don't think, any ASM artist I have ever seen. They never use these mics because the mics on the company website say, for instruments, guitar amplifiers, drum sets, they don't realize that they sound as good as they do, or that they capture a lot of the low end of the voice, which means sounds a little better. Yeah, so these AKG 420s, I think they were $150 each. So $300, and sometimes you can get them as a matched pair. I did not. If you're musically inclined, you might be able to hear that one of them is a minor third off of the other one in terms of music pitch. But let me tell you, the ears mic I'm using is the good old 3DO. Nothing wrong with the SR3D, but 3DO, I bought the more expensive 3DO for that. What else have we got? We've got a Tascam X8 Porta Capture. Where's that at? Let's unmute that. Slide it down. Okay. And then we've got the Yeti X. Positioned. I think that's it for now. I didn't pull out the other 2 pairs, and yes, I do have 2 more pairs for a total of 4 more mics, but this was going to be very specific, very, very, very specific on the role play, so I didn't want to overload it and possibly cheapen the experience. You'll go to sleep already? Already? It's okay. Go to sleep whenever you need to. Anyway, I guess I should put a disclaimer or something up here. Maybe. Sandra. 52. Booba? Booba? Booba. Oh, whoa. There is an oh, whoa in the background. It's actually an ooh, and yes, there are pig sounds in the background. There it was. Anyway, let's begin the role play. There are scenes that are going to change, and different things that we'll do. The role play might last only 15 minutes, and then we'll be back to this screen where you can request different parts of it. Here we go. So, I hear you forgot your ID. What happened to your ID? How did you lose it? Oh, I see. Well, do you have any other forms of identification? A credit card? Oh, good. Do you have one with your picture on it? No, your high school ID from 15 years ago does not count. I can't even make out the picture. What do you think you're doing, still carrying around your high school ID? Anyway, I have enough information. I can verify your identity. follow me over here. We will be going through a little extra screening because you didn't bring your federally compliant ID to, I believe, May 2025. So make sure you update if you're in the United States. Just heads up. Okay. You can tell a joke if you want. As a government employee, I may or may not laugh at it. The stuff you usually skim. The role play? Oh my, you're a naughty girl, aren't you? Well, I need you to put your stuff in this bin. Don't worry about taking anything out of your suitcase. Don't mind the pig sounds. That's an emotional support pig. We have to screen that too, yes. Do you have any liquids? Oh. Oh, you do have liquids. I see. Hello, Valerie. Welcome. Long time no see. Away. No oversized liquids allowed for the last 17 years at least. Alright, everything's in the bin. Well, come right this way. We are going to send your stuff through. Why are you zooming out? What? Hello? Hello? Welcome back to reality. Come right this way. Stand in here, feet on the yellow, hands above your head. Hold real still. Yes, we are done already. That was quick, wasn't it? Oh my. Would you look at that? Your bag got pulled. Well, of course it got pulled. You didn't have proper ID. Let's go back and check it out. Oh, what is this? You had more water stored in your bag. Let's rustle through here. No sharp objects. No knives. I sure hope you don't have explosives. What's this? grandmother's heirloom pen. It's very interesting to look at. And click. What kind of government employee would I be if I didn't click every single pen to make sure that it clicked correctly? Good news, it's a pen. I just discovered this myself. Let's go through. Ooh, what you got in here? Well, of course I have permission to open it. It's called administrative search. It's covered under the Fourth Amendment. Seashells. Various other seeds. What an odd collection. Don't mind the plane flying overhead. We're in an airport after all. Yes, I must get to the bottom of this bag. I must shake it as much as possible in order to ensure that it is shaky and sounds good, yes. Just be glad I'm not the DMV. Yeah, it turns out it was just a shaker, yes. A kashishi. I knew it was a kashishi when I picked it up, but I wanted to shake it anyway, because that's what I do. That's what I do when I'm going through your bags, is shake things. Let's see. Let's rustle around, see if we can find some more stuff. Well, the rest of your bag looks good. I will, however, swab it. Possibly your electronics too. Let's get a good sample and make sure it's not a boom boom. Also have to take some notes after this. Yes, firm pressure. All around the bottom of your bag. Why am I slipping into that nature documentary guy's voice? Hello, Brett. We're in the middle of going through your bag, if you weren't aware. Yes, your other passenger who was with you volunteered your bag for search, so I'm just testing it to make sure it doesn't blow up, okay? Let's take a sample of this. Let's take a sample. Just a little one. A tiny, tiny sample. Oh, don't mind the TSA officer behind me. She has a condition we call swirly face. Her face is swirled, and there's nothing she can do about it, so don't make fun of her. Matter of fact, you don't even have to look at her if you don't want. It's not like she can see you either. Don't report me to HR on that one, okay? Yes, the passenger also has swirly face. The menu is going to be back as soon as we're finished. I wanted to make sure I got you screened and cleared for flight before we go back. Okay. Well, good news, your bag is cleared to go, but we're going to need to pat you down one more time on the way. One of of the dogs picked up an odd behavior from you. You were scratching your butt religiously over there in the line, and we saw you scratching your butt, and it was really nasty. So we have to make sure that you're safe to travel. Okay. Okay. So stand right over there. Now, I do already have my gloves on from going through your bag. So, do you have any sore or sensitive areas? Can you see your property? No medical devices, internal or external? Are you able to stand unassisted for 4 minutes? And would you like a private screening room, or is right here okay? Okay. So we're going to start. We're going to start in the front, patting down the chest area. Please hold your arms out in the shape of a T and widen your stance. Oh, good. Everyone can watch. You're also being watched by 40 cameras, so if you say anything weird to me, we'll have it on camera. Yeah, going inside your waistband in a sweeping motion. Now, the groin area, I'm going to go sideways and downward using the backs of my hands. I'm going to go up and down the inner thigh, okay? All the way down to your ankle. Okay. Turn around. We're going to start at your back. I might have done this backwards. Please forgive me. Going down your shirt. Check that watch. Inside your waistband, pinching, sliding. Going to use the back of my hands down the buttocks area. It's just going to be a downward sweeping motion this time, no sideways. Then I'm going to go up and down the thigh again. You ready? Okay. All the way down to the bottom. All right. Now let's test my gloves. Good news, good news. You're clear to fly. You are not carrying anything that goes boom. Have a good day. The Starbucks is that way. I'm sure you're looking for it. If you're not looking for Starbucks, there's a much better coffee shop that way. Have a good day. How was it? How was the role play? Patting down chest and about butts? That's just what we do at airport security. We pat your groin and buttocks area. Oh, you're looking for a lover. We should have gone in the private screening room then. And you should have been a police officer, and I could have been TSA. We could have engaged in cheating activities on your current spouse. I mean, incriminating. What's incriminating? If you forget your ID, you can still get through. It's just additional screening. That's the whole premise. Oh, good. That's why you're looking for a lover. A lover that pats you down. I mean, to be honest, I thought about the nearest McDonald's. Oh, we don't have a McDonald's in this airport. I'm sorry, sir. You'll have to wait till Atlanta. Brett is looking for a lover. Brett, I don't think the TSA agent is. Yeah, we also sent your stuff through the X-ray, and you went through the body scanner. The body scanner was just I don't have good access to that mic. But yeah, that is actually about as long as security takes in some airports. It's very quick, very efficient. Oh, your checked bag. The pigs in Among Us sounds. Look, I looked for alarms that would sound not like science fiction, and I could not find any good alarms. The bag check is when you put the bag under the plane back at the aircraft counters. So like you go up to Delta's counter in some cases, if you fly Delta Airlines, and you would say, I have this big bag that I want to put under the plane. And the Delta are like, that'll be, I don't know, 40 or 50 bucks. They're like, okay, because I can't live without my 15 pairs of sandals for 2 days vacation and my 72 blouses. Don't forget 15 pounds of makeup. Yes, for 2 days, 15 pounds. You never know what color outfit you're going to pick, or you know, maybe I just feel like putting on all of them at the same time. Anyway, would you like to be a checked bag? I can demonstrate. I can demonstrate being a checked bag. Get checked, get checked. Get checked. Brad, I'm worried about you. You're looking for a lover and you want to get beat up? Well, nameless, you and Brad are watching Undressed. Is that a show? Is that a TV show? What an odd name for a TV show. Anyway. Is that an HBO show? Oh my goodness. Doggo blush. And that's been your journey through checked baggage. Fortunately, the airport security didn't have to look through you in person. You just fell onto the conveyor belt at the end. And then they loaded you on the plane. Yay! Yay! The life of a checked bag. Okay. Okay. The menu is open, everybody. And I still have gloves on for now. Nitrile gloves, not latex, because latex are a little too sticky, I guess. And also a lot of people are allergic to those. I don't know if I am or not. I do have liquid for the first time that I can recall having intentionally got liquid and not just shaken whatever drink I had. I can also put this bag over your ears, over your head, and take you somewhere. But this is strictly outside of my duties, you understand. Every trigger from up to end. Okay. That's one way to do it. So that's a sample of the pat down. I've got too many of these. I wish I could muffle the background when I do the ear cupping. Unfortunately, I can't. I also can't muffle the vocal mics, so I just have to either not talk or bend over real close to the other mic. Okay, that was the x-ray, the ear cup, the body scan. Okay. Let me see if I can get some. That's your body scan. Let's get the swab test. We can also do a little crispy. I can get my Crispies crisped. This is a different kind of swab test. Check. I think instead of shaky objects, I'm going to use this. Though theoretically, could also use these. Doesn't sound as much like a bag check though. Or neither one of those sound like a bag check, do they? Yeah, I like these. For bag check. you think the bread has intentionally dropped a suitcase and it could explode? Bread! Bread, are you threatening the security of this airport? Do I have to call the police to put you on the ground, tie you up, cuff you, take you back into a private room, and question you? Brad, what do you have to say for yourself? Or is Nameless full of crap? Oh my goodness. Fred, I have a semi-serious question for you. Are you one of those people that would like boyfriend experience ASMR? Oh, that reminds me. Do y'all remember the trend? The trend that happened I'll keep that in mind. Y'all remember the trend that was like, boyfriend goes to put the trash out and gets attacked by raccoons and perishes? I see, Bread, so you don't mind it, but you would prefer not. Welcome, Chaos. Oh, Femboy falls down. What an oddly specific ASMR. Yeah, I saw one where, like, it was boyfriend perishes horribly ASMR, and it was all like 2-minute videos. They did them for memes, but a lot of male VTubers did them. A lot of male ASMR artists who were smaller did them. It originated on Twitter is why, so only the people that are like connected on Twitter saw the stuff floating around. Well, thank you very much, Spain again. But yeah, I was gonna do one of those. I had a good idea, I thought. Something that nobody'd done before. And then I just forgot about it. I never did it. Forgot. Oops. Sorry for the click. Spain Cat. Tomorrow, I've been experimenting with a draw and ASMR. In other words, I draw things on a scratchy pad. And so tomorrow at the same time, I'm going to be doing that. So you'll hear voice triggers if y'all want them. and you'll hear pen scratching. Odd Plywam. Odd Plywam? Did I get that right? Thank you for the follow. I apologize if I've missed anybody else. I'm still working on my setup here. I'm trying to get the things on the right screens. I'm trying to get my alert box to actually give me noise without interrupting you all. You think the drawing ASMR is a good idea? Good, because it's happening tomorrow. Yeah. We were trying it out last week. And so that second slot, you're on Twitch. But you could be on YouTube too. I stream on both platforms at the same time. And I'm watching both chats, and I'm intentionally ignoring Nameless for a moment. Wild. But yeah, you'll see drawing ASMR tomorrow at the same time. And I might be attempting to draw a 2D model. This one's 3D. Another Catherine? Or is this Spain Cath? It's you. Hello. You're now on both platforms. How old am I? 35. Is that odd? Sixteen? You thought I was 16, Chaos? Is it because I put on the lower voice sometimes? 16-year-olds like to pretend. 35? 30? Yeah. Sí, 35. 35. Nameless wants a bag check. Get checked. $35 es joven también. Sí. 35 es joven también. 50, 60, 70. No es joven. Pero es okay. Do the gloves sound all right? Yes, I am 35. 35. For a bit, my birthday's coming up. Will I tell you my birthday? Probably not. Why? Because I've ever since I was 23 or 24, I've not felt a difference in my age. So when I have my birthday, traditionally, just like Christmas, oh no, not the signs. I am not a Libra. Is it illegal to stream my stream? I'm not sure. Like, I would give you permission. I think you can host, Nameless. If you're on Twitch, I think you can host another streamer. So you can go somehow, that's the name of it in English anyway, is host. And then their stream is on your channel. But that's just a Twitch thing. I know on YouTube you can raid, but it's not Sagittarius either. When is Sagittarius? Is Sagittarius October? Octubre? Septiembre? No. Diciembre. Oh, too far. Chaos, is it okay if I don't directly answer your question? Capricornio is too late too. Spanish cat. Of my best moments? What? Virgo is correct. Nameless buddy. I was doing compilations of my moments, but I was doing them in that much older style. Born at the end of August, Spanish cat. Tu hermano? Nación? Is it Nación? Born? Oh. She's very close to me, your sister. Besides drawing, Chaos, I'm actually very, very new to drawing. I started drawing when, what's his face, posted that 30-day drawing video. I cannot remember his name at the moment. No, I did transitions. I did like Nameless. I did music transitions. So I organized them like reasons to watch Pressure Orion. And then I would have like 3 or 4 clips on a theme, but in between each theme, I would, that nitrile smells awful when you take it off. You can look. It's in my memes and clips channel close to the back. There's compilation number 1 and 2. from when I was first learning video editing. But I like editing videos, editing images. Drawing is just coming from the editing, because I was like, I want to be a VTuber who does everything a corpo VTuber does. So for a while there, I was doing schedules every week with different pictures, and I learned how to use GIMP to edit images for that. I was streaming games 4 to 6 days a week. I was streaming ASMR one day a week. I tried to have like just chatting streams. I tried to have rating streams where I rated like snacks on the scale. But I wasn't very successful at those. And I think there's just so much competition for VTubers who play video games that they were like, why am I going to watch you when I could watch this cute VTuber lady who has 30 or 40 people in chat already? Right? So I went to the things that made me unique. I do ASMR. Oh, see you later, Chaos. Good luck, whatever you've got to do. A voice changer? Yeah, I thought about it, but I didn't want to Zentre. I mean, I didn't want to lie to the audience. I consider that lying to a certain extent. So there was a VTuber I was going to collab with a couple months ago. They followed me on Twitter, and I was like, oh hey, how's it going? Let's collab. Because I was like, I want to collab with VTubers, because that's what big corpo VTubers do, is collab with each other, and collab with others outside the agency, whatever. So I was trying to collab with this person, but they kept forgetting the collabs. And this person used a female model while identifying as male, but you could hear in his voice that he had softened it so that it sounded more feminine, which was interesting to me, because if you're going to use the female model and you're going to say, I'm still a dude, why wouldn't you just use your normal dude voice? But if you're saying something else or identifying a different way, sure, I don't know. That's a whole lot of stuff for me to wade into that I don't really have business wading into, right? Anyway, the main point of the story was they never really got back to me. So I stopped trying, and they never messaged me again. So I left the ball in their court, and they dropped it. I also tried to collab with the Flesh Tuber, and he didn't even show up to his own stream that we scheduled. I scheduled it during his normal time. His normal time for stream as it was listed on his Twitch. He overslept his own thing by like 4 hours. And then he tried to contact me again, and I'm like, bro, you stood me up. I was all connected. I was ready to go. I had logged into the game. I was waiting on you. And you stood me up. So I'm not going to talk to you anymore. Unprofessional. You might be like, oh, but you're not getting paid, so technically you're not a professional. True. But let me say, for everybody, this is advice. You can take it or ignore it. have the great on the wrong name. The great nameless and Prussian. Finally collaborating. But yeah, if you tell somebody that you're going to do something, and you're both trying to do something in public, you should do what you say you're going to do. That's just common courtesy. It's not so common anymore. Ooh, this is a good sound. As we hear the pigs in the background. I'd collab with just about anybody. And for the rest of you that aren't quite aware, Nameless has been giving me some advice on games. And recommends that I find games that I can play with people who are watching the stream. Scratching? You mean the one that I just did, Brett? Because I was doing this one. Is this the one? Bread. Gluten. This one. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it some more. No harm in it. Remember, I can also do like head pats and scratches on a different mic. If you like the scratchy sounds. We actually have two different options here. Sorry, moving some stuff out of the way. office or just a random person. So I've learned. That's my own aesthetic. I know it looks good. I believe you, Nameless. If you want to do one during this time, I'm all for it. We can do it on your schedule pretty much. It doesn't have to be 2 hours long either. I do have another. If I knew how to play Fortnite or had it downloaded, I might. Let's get Blue Yeti off. Capture log. just a little bit of maneuvering. Don't hit that button. Don't hit that one too hard. Ah. When I move houses in August, supposedly, I'll get more space to work. Are you? YouTube does not have viewers for the live streams, but there are viewers after the live streams end. My average is about 70 views on an ASMR. 70. It's because it's so early in the day, and a lot of the YouTube channel are North American watchers. So it's difficult for them. To make it out at this time of day. I'm missing something. I just had a thought. Give me just a moment to see if I can find it. It's going to be delicious. A great trigger sound. was satisfactory. Oh, the delays. You're blowing. You heard it earlier, I'm pretty sure. That's ear blowing. Ear blowing. Interesting. Of all the other things. So, for some reason, this microphone has jumped from like 2-second delay to 2-millisecond delay. And now it's in a much better place in terms of me monitoring what's coming out of it. How interesting. Let me try this other one. Which monitor do I see the chat? Is the one in the middle? But I'll admit, sometimes I've got to turn weird directions. I do see the heart coming up from the YouTube side. Doesn't really work with that mic either. Odd. Yeah, so. Oh, that was you. You were testing. Testing and trying. Do we have any verbal triggers we'd like to hear? I do have some other stuff I could do too. Excuse me. I'm a little sleepy. My schedule's been off. My schedule's been off for multiple days now. Why don't I install the fluffy mics on the task cam, and then we'll get some mic fluffing action. Oh no. I just busted the elastic in one of them. Is it going to stick on? Maybe. Sure. Yeah, you can spam whatever you want. Sometimes I'll be watching somebody and they say something I really like, and I will spam the heart. I will spam it, and it looks like there's like 40 or 50 people hitting it at the same time. Oh man, it's great. Yeah, it'll trigger a heart however fast you click, or a 100, or a party sign, or whatever. Mr. Brett, did that man in blue say you needed a thorough pat-down? Do we need to be checking for anything? My job, I should know it. Let's give you the highest level of screening and make sure you remember your experience for the rest of your life. The echo is really nice when I laugh like that. Anyway. I'm gonna try something with these mics. I don't really use them for more than my voice, but we're gonna give it a shot. Yes, I see the heart every time you hit the button. It's like a real-time feedback mechanism. enjoying your pat down, Mr. Brad? I kind of like this sound with the vocal mics, but when I have it turned up so loud, I have to be really quiet with my voice, or bad things are going to happen. Bad things. Like I'm going to sound like Blythe if I put on a little British accent. Oh, bow. I see you enjoy furries. Well, I, Blythe, have been obliged to give you this message because they paid for it. Shout out to anyone who knows what I was referencing there. Fred, are you offending Nameless by calling him uncouth names? Do we need to escalate this to an airport-wide incident? Tucking you away in a private screening room until they get all the information out of you. Oh, you don't even know him? Oh, well. Sorry, Nameless, your ploy didn't work. To send Brad away for the next 3 years into prison, federal prison, for doing something. I don't even know what. Doing something. I can do sniffs. I can do sniffs. That was wild. I'm trying to remember the type of sniffs that I like. It's from an ASM artist called Poffle. How does she do her sniffs? My lungs are not going to hold out. That's a lot of effort. A lot of effort. I have a newfound respect for her. She can sniff for like 5 minutes straight. Of course, she also pauses and like. That kind of thing. She'll look at you real funny because her tracking program's a lot better than mine. Anyway, we got about 15 more minutes left. 15 more minutes. What triggers? Let me turn these back down. What triggers are we interested in? That's probably too far. Probably too far there. How about this? How about this? How about this? Better? Yeah, a little better. I think I might leave it up there for a bit. Anyway, let's do a little more scratching on the Yeti. Why not? Why not? Move this one over there. Good gracious. When I move, I'm going to have an L-shaped desk instead of just this desk. It's going to make it so much better. I don't have enough space for all the microphones and the props because we were kind of more specific. I did not bring any of my tray tables over. Has gone to sleep. It's the Yeti again. I remember. The Yeti used to have that problem all the time. The cable is not connected very well. I either need a new Yeti, a new cable, or a new both. I mean, there is an airplane flying over my head right now. But hopefully y'all don't hear much of that one. Oh, there it is. Just figured it out. If you press it backwards, then the weird whining noise turns off. But if you touch the cable at all, the cable will start whining again. Tell you what, friendos, I am quite tired today, so I might call it just a little early. Sorry for that. I know I'm not getting exactly 2 hours, but Most people don't watch 2 hours, if you think about it. That's why I used to do an hour stream instead of the 2, but it is what it is. We got the main roleplay out of the way within the first 30 minutes, and then the rest of it was fun, cozy, comfy, relaxing. I am actually tempted to drink the water that's in these bottles, but I got it straight from the sink, and the sink doesn't taste very good. So, probably shouldn't do that. Let me do a little wind down for y'all. So, get that out of the way. Oh. Cable's getting all sorts of yoinked on my desk. Tomorrow, hopefully starting on time, I will stream, don't know what to call it yet, Art SMR, where I draw on my scratchy pad or edit, and we've got the mic next to the scratchy pad, so you get the scratching sounds that are oftentimes really subtle and quiet, but sometimes they go pretty hard. And then you'll get the back and forth mics as well. And the tracking's a little better because I can have everything in front of my face instead of having stuff turned on the side and whatever. That's tomorrow. Wednesday, I should have a new REM clip out. Friday, I'm going for another parrot clip. And then I have several other streams that I haven't clipped yet. But I have notes. I have notes, including an Inya stream, I think. Maybe not an Inya stream. The giraffe, Kiri Kilovolts. I saw part of one of her streams. I think I might have some Iku on there. And ooh, there's another Rem. Rem is a good one. I like clipping Rem, but she doesn't say outlandish things, so I can't add outlandish things to the video. Anyway, I was making some weird noises. That's going to be it for the week. Probably tomorrow for the drawing, I'm going to start drawing the VTuber model. Let me show y'all something real quick. I'm going to swap over there. Screen gaming. What? Hold on. This is not a capture game thing. This is a screen one. There we go. I was going to show you also. Oh, yeah. Let's get GIMP up just for a sec. Parrot thumb. Pressure 0.1. Open. Look over here. Oh, it's right behind me. Let me move this over. If I can get it to... There we go. Now you can see it. So, right here you see this. I have the head. On the head we have hair divided. We've got eyes. We've got mouth. each one of these is going to hold one part that moves. We've got the face, and if we collapse that, we've also got torso, arms, legs. I've got my outline, and this one's going to be left blank. Yeah, so I've got layers that I can then put into live 2D once I finish drawing them. So we'll have to see how the drawings go. And for the left and right arms, for starters, since this is my first model that I will be completely drawing from scratch, I will maybe mirror them. So draw one and then copy it and invert it for the other side, just to save a little time, but who knows. Maybe I'll hand draw both. That'd be kind of crazy. Anyway, y'all, I want you to have a good night. A good night, Euro Bros. A good afternoon and evening, NA Bros, if you're here.